Gen Z is bucking the system as we know it, putting away their textbooks and picking up tools to sign up for a trade. Last year, we saw a 23% jump in construction trade programs, a 16% jump in vocational programs, and it could be a smart life path to take. Trade schools usually cost a lot less than traditional colleges, and in many cases, you can get paid while you learn through various apprenticeships. And Gen Z is at the center of this trade career renaissance, making blue collar cool again on social media. And one of the people doing that is Matt Panella, a third-generation carpenter and first-generation social media influencer. Matt, thank you so much for your time. First of all, just tell us about your work and how you showcase it.
Absolutely. So we build custom homes out here in Central California. My grandfather started back in the 70s. My dad took over. And I kind of got into the media side of it to showcase what we do. I think it's really cool. Being able to take a pile of wood and turn it into someone's dream home is something that's always fascinated me. So,
Matt, talk about how you actually showcase this. Like, take us through kind of the nuts and bolts of doing that, because, you know, going from some boards to a constructed home, that's a whole process. How do you make it play out on social media?
There's a lot of different ways to build. So we show the methods that work for us. We show how we do things from start to finish, from breaking ground on a project all the way through to completion. Talking about tips, tricks, things that can better other carpenters out there, kind of just spread info that we can.
So how are people responding to what you do, and kind of what do they seem to respond to the most, if that makes sense?
At this point, we've done clear over 1 billion views, and I think it's insane. We've had a lot of educational videos get put into curriculums at high school and college levels. And I think the more information we can spread when it comes to learning how to build and getting a look into the industry before people actually commit to it, I think seems to be taken well.
That's amazing. Talk about some of the videos that you said now have been used in curriculums.
So we have how-to videos on how to properly frame walls and how to assemble doors and how to put windows in and things like that, where people can get the same type of insight they would get on a job site, except for on YouTube.
So some of this we know is also about combating, you know, decades of stereotypes about blue-collar work. Do you think those attitudes are changing?
You know, at this point in time, we have 50% of college degrees going unused. We've had a 6.2% year-over-year rise in residential wages. We have 441,000 open jobs in construction right now. Everything points to the fact that we need people on the ground building. And I think the more we can push for showing the youth that there's options out there that shouldn't be frowned upon, I think the better off we're going to be.
And Matt, what has been the most rewarding aspect to what you do every day?
I go to trade shows, I go to different events for building, and I have these young kids come up to me, 18, 19, 20, and tell me that I'm the reason they got into this, or I'm the reason they're framing today, and that supersedes everything.
And I think we may actually have some, possibly, maybe we don't. Did we have, yeah, let's listen to one of your videos. Let's listen to that.
Another day, another dollar. Building a career in the trades is not as hard as most people think. One of my favorite things about this industry is how easy it is for a tradesperson to walk into being a business owner. If you don't like the trade that you end up doing, the best part about this industry is you can bounce around. If you don't like framing, you can go to drywall. If you don't like drywall, go be an HVAC tech.
All right, Matt, so I know you get a lot of feedback. Has anybody said, listen, I watched your videos and you are actually the reason I decided to get into the trades?
No, absolutely. It happens all the time. We get messages from people that maybe their parents looked down on the trades before, and now they're happy that their kid's striving and has a good career path.
All right, so last question for you. Somebody who is watching this, who is in that Gen Z age range, who's maybe thinking about going into the trades, what is your best advice?
Everybody is hiring right now. You can call any contractor you want to. I would suggest finding somebody that has a credible business that you could step into and learn the trade, learn what you want to do. And like I said in that video, if you don't like what you do, you can bounce around to a different trade. And I think that's the joy of the industry.
All right. Well, carpenter and social media influencer Matt Panella, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.